Hey everybody, Yoyo Dad 76 here, back with another week of the Sengoku Samurai Club. We're rocking along into week 23 of round 1. This week's trick is Magic Trick from Andy back. Let's get into it. Here's the whole trick all the way through, and then we'll break it down for you and get rocking on this week's trick. I'll be using the Sengoku Shingen for this week's tutorial. The first step of this trick is to get into a wrist mount via the cheese whip. If you don't know how to do the cheese whip into the wrist mount, there's plenty of tutorials out there for that. The second step is, once you're in the wrist mount, as here, you're going to take your non-throw hand and underpass the yo-yo, and then push into that middle string and underpass again, and then you're going to drop it off of your finger. You're going to be in what looks a little bit like chopsticks. Let's look at that one again in slow motion.
On the underpass, you want to make sure that you land on the string instead of having it miss the string like you might do if you were just trying to get out of the wrist mount. The next step in the trick is, once you're in that configuration, you're going to hop the yo-yo off the front and around the back and back onto the configuration. Here's that part again in slow motion. This is the last step of the trick where that magic actually happens. You're going to hold on to that configuration with your non-throw hand. You're going to rotate around the yo-yo and then clap your hands together. You can say the magic word and you are dropped into the trapeze, bind, and that's magic trick. Here's the whole trick all the way through with the regular cheese whip introduction into the wrist mount, and then the whole rest of the trick. As always, if you have any questions about the trick, feel free to ask in the dojo on Discord. Make sure you post on social media and tag Sengoku Yoyos. See you next week.